Should Toyota just dump the gas-powered Tacoma and go straight to electric? Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive. So here's a question for you. Should Toyota just dump the gas-powered, the naturally aspirated Tacoma and go straight to electric? You know, I've been thinking about this, and you know it's coming, right? I mean, you know, one day there aren't going to be any more gas-powered Toyota Tacomas. I mean, they're all going to be electric, or maybe they'll be hydrogen-powered, or maybe they'll be leaf-powered. Who knows? But I think the days of the gas-powered Toyota Tacoma are coming to an end. Now, the big question, of course, is how quickly is that end coming? You know, will it be in my lifetime, which is, you know, hopefully another 30, maybe 40 years if I'm really lucky, or not? And it's hard to say, but I gotta tell you, the advancements that I keep seeing with regard to electrics seems to be increasing. There are more and more of them on the road, and in the area I'm in right now, and I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Obviously, it's a bigger city than where I currently live. There are a lot more vehicles on the road, and I am seeing tons of Teslas driving around all over the place. We have family members who are driving across the country with a Tesla. They don't seem to be having any trouble. And something that I've learned recently, you know, I always thought if you had to recharge your Tesla, you're going to have to sit on the side of the road for half an hour, maybe an hour, who knows. But the longest they have had to wait is about 20 minutes. Now, 20 minutes, if you have to do it often enough, I suppose, is a decent amount of time. I mean, you know, if you got to do it 5 times, that's 100 minutes. You're over an hour added to your trip just to sit and charge it up. But it's coming. There's nothing we can do about it. Sooner or later, hopefully later, the naturally aspirated gas-powered Tacoma is going to be gone. They're going to be electric. You know, Toyota is coming out with an all-electric version. Gotta say, I really do love the looks of it. I don't know what the functionality is going to be, but it looks awesome. And I think if Toyota at least has the capability of what it seems the Tesla has, hopefully better, you would think they would improve on it, not just go with what others are doing, then I think it might be okay. Now, I still think that primarily electric vehicles, trucks in general, really are better suited for the city in electric form. And cities that don't have really nasty cold weather, because of course, the charge is going to go even quicker when you're sitting around in cold, freezing weather. So they're really better suited at the moment for a warm weather climate. And who knows, maybe in some of the trucks, they'll put some sort of a heater around the battery just so that when the temperature drops enough, you can keep it heated up so it doesn't lose its charge as quickly. Of course, you've got to have power to run that heater, and heaters take a lot of power. So probably not a realistic approach, I guess. Now, there is something else that I've heard of recently, which I find kind of interesting. Of course, it's probably cost prohibitive, as everything else is, but that is having impulse charging, or an impulse charging lane for electric vehicles, in this case, the electric Tacoma. In other words, when you're driving down the road, say a freeway or whatever, there is a lane, or maybe even just the normal lane, that can charge your electric Tacoma as you go. It's like impulses, right? I mean, as you're driving, it's charging up the battery. Now that would be an acceptable, I guess if you have to have them, way to charge the vehicle so that you're not running out of juice on a long distance trip. So it'd be kind of like you're going from, I don't know, Ohio to Florida, and you're on the freeway and you're driving in this impulse charging lane. And as you go, it's continuously charging up the batteries on your Toyota Tacoma. So you would never have to stop for gas. You would never have to stop to charge. It would always be charging as you go. Of course, you're going to have to pull off because we as humans still have to stop to eat, use the bathroom, get something to drink, stretch our legs. So we're not quite designed yet, unless they build bathrooms and kitchens into these electric Tacomas, but we're not quite designed yet to be able to just jump in and go. One other thing I wanted to mention, which I don't know if I like or not, there are 5 levels, I guess, when it comes to the Tesla that they are running through in achieving what they're trying to achieve with autonomous driving. Right now, they are at about a level 2 or 3, I think it is, out of 5. 5 is no interaction from a human at all. In other words, you jump in your car, you tell it where you want it to go, and then you just sit back and it does its thing. They won't even have steering wheels in them. I would question it as to whether or not they're even cars. To me, they're more like travel pods. You just climb in, push the address you want to go to, and I guess sit back, go to sleep, and you'll arrive when you arrive. Could you imagine something like that? I know at some of the universities around, they have pods like that. They're on monorails. If you want to go somewhere, you go to a station, I guess, where these pods come to. They hold 8 people. You get in the pod, and then it goes to the next station or whatever. There's no driver or anything. It just runs. Amazing, isn't it? I think the time of the Jetsons, you know, the old cartoon, the Jetsons, is coming. I don't know that we're going to be flying around, but we may be floating around in the form of impulse charging or pods, I guess, for getting place to place. It's a very interesting time. I'm not sure if I like that. I think I would always like to have a steering wheel in the vehicle for such occasion that I might need it, or I might feel that I need to take over, and not have to depend solely on that vehicle doing everything with no input from me other than punching an address in a navigation screen, I guess. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Should Toyota just go straight to the electric version? Forget about the gas-powered, naturally aspirated engine? No turbos, no 4 cylinders, none of that? I'd be curious to know what you think. I can imagine. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Robmotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator, currently the Jeep Gladiator Mojave, and Robmotive MT, all about mini trucks. Right now, the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.